Okay, as you know, the world is becoming like literally a hyper competitive place for all men. Okay, you know this. Everybody knows this. The world is becoming a hyper competitive place for men. Say that one more time. Say it with me. Repeat after me. The world is becoming a hyper competitive place for men. It is probably more competitive than ever because every single man is fighting for the same types of females. Okay, you are fighting for the same guys who want money and fucking resources. And you're competing against every single guy who wants social status and wants to make something of themselves. Congrats, you finally cracked the fucking code that life's actually really hard. Today, I'm going to give you the no bullshit guide as a man that you need through 2023, 2024, and 2025 to actually kick ass and to actually make sure that you are not a fucking loser. Okay? I say that with like literally the biggest heart. Like if you think that I say a fucking loser as if like, oh, I'm some prick, just know that I'm telling you this because this formula has helped me level up my life drastically. This is the exact shit that helped me build a really good body. This is the exact same shit, right, that helped me have a really great dating life. And this is the exact same shit that helped me become a cash millionaire by age 24, 25-ish. So if any of that offends you, if any of those accolades offend you, you might as well turn off the fucking camera because this video is not for you anyways because you're way too soft to actually understand this. Now, if I said all that bullshit just now and that inspired you, that means that this channel is probably for you because you're cool. Most people aren't cool. You have to understand that, okay? There is one formula to kick ass in life in every way, shape, and form, and that includes your dating life. That includes hot girls you want to be with. That includes making more cash. That includes everything. The formula is this. Write it down on a fucking piece of paper because it's not going out of style anytime soon. Okay? The formula is leverage times volume equals patience, and you will get ahead. Say that one more time. Leverage, highest leverage activity times volume, okay, as a man, equals patience, and in due time, you will get ahead. One more time, write it down on a fucking notebook if you have to. Leverage, volume, patience, you will get ahead. Here's what I mean. For all of you who maybe look up to me or you look up to anybody else in the space online, or you think, oh man, how can I think like that guy? How can I act like that guy? What can I do so that way I can kick ass, I can have a big bank account, I can be cool, I can do cool shit in life, okay? As a man, it's more so about what you do not do instead of what you do. Say that with me one more time. As a man, it is about what you do. As a man, it is about what you do not do instead of what you do. Okay, I will explain what that means. Okay, when I say the first part of the equation I'm teaching you is leverage. Okay, every single person, I don't care if you are Casey Zander, I don't care if you are you, I don't care if you are Warren Buffett, I don't give a fuck if you are Andrew Tate, I don't give a fuck if you're Grant Cardone. Okay, I don't care if you're Tom Brady. Every single man on planet Earth has exactly 24 hours in a day. You have 24 hours in a day. Okay? What is leverage? As a man, okay, and here's why any of you who watch this fucking channel to get more women too, pay attention. Okay? Like seriously, pay the fuck attention because this is the shit that most dating coaches don't teach you. This is all the shit that all the losers in the fucking manosphere don't teach you. Most guys don't understand this one aspect, and that is leverage of your time. Okay? Where most guys put their time is fucking retarded. Okay? I'm going to give you an example. Once again, go back to what I said. Becoming a millionaire, becoming successful, becoming cool, getting a lot of women, okay? Getting the women that you want. Not even a lot of women. If you want a hot 10 out of 10 fucking wife who lives in a great house with you, who has no issues sucking you off every single night, you guys have great bed-busting sex, she's not bitchy or rude. Like you, if you want that monogamous committed life, cool, this is for you too, okay? Being a man, when it comes to your leverage, when it comes to the things you do in life, it is about what you do not do instead of what you do. Leverage equals the highest leverage activity that gives you the highest ROI. For those of you who don't know what ROI is, it means return on investment of your time. As a man, it is your duty and your job to compete and be a contender in life, climb the ranks of life, get ahead, and make sure that you have options. So I'm going to give you an example, especially if you were in your teens and 20s. I wrote some of the shit down that most guys spend their time doing. Okay, that is complete bullshit. has no correlation and no effect on you, especially when you're young and you're fucking broke and you're naive. Let's look at the first thing that men do. Like bullshit. Haircuts. Do you know how many men have less than 5 to 10 grand in their bank account and you're fucking worried about the 1/4 millimeter on the sides of your hair? How that looks every 4 to 6 weeks because you think that slick fade is going to make you look cool. These girls don't give a fuck about any of that. And you're literally wasting cash it's not even about the cash, the $50, because you can't do shit in the real world with $50. It's about the time, okay? You have to go and you have to set up the appointment, okay? If you don't have a personal assistant, you have to set up your own appointment. You have to drive there. You have to wait to get your hair cut. You have to fucking drive back home. Time. Leverage. Some of you might think this sounds extreme. I don't care. If you want to get ahead and you want the truth, you need to hear this shit. This is what men spend their time doing. I get 3 to 4 haircuts a year max. That's it. Let the shit grow. I don't give a fuck. Because when you're young anyways, and you're climbing your status, you're building your cash, you don't have time to sit there and go, oh yeah, I need a 1/4 millimeter blade and all this bullshit. Fuck that. When I sit down and I get a haircut, she says, well, what do you want to do? I say, I don't know, you're the hair expert, surprise me. I bet you'll make it look great anyways. No matter how it looks, at the end of it, when she says, do you like it? I say, yes. I think it looks the same every time. I don't give a fuck how it looks. And then guess what? I say, thank you, and then I pay and I get the fuck out of there. Time. Okay? Another thing. What's another thing that men spend their time wasting? Animals. So if you have less than 10 grand in your bank account and you're spending time picking up after a dog, cleaning up shit, okay, scratching it, fucking petting it, letting it lick you when you're trying to get work done, okay? Another thing that you're doing is you got to drive it to the vet, you got to pay for it to get shots, you got to drive it back home, you got to give it attention, you got to give it care, all this shit. Okay, if you got $1 million, $2 million sacked away, cool. Go spend your time with animals. Most of you are not in a position to spend any time doing any of this pointless bullshit, okay? Girls don't like broke motherfuckers. Like, let this sink in. You need to fucking hear the truth. Girls don't like broke motherfuckers. A lot of you wondering, Casey, how do you talk so well? Or how do you improve your masculine frame? Well, it stems from actually understanding where to put your time and not being such a dumb fuck. Well, okay, so if I value my time and what I'm doing, obviously that's going to put me into the position where I'm looking to get ahead. You need to do the same, I believe. If you don't believe it, probably unsubscribe from the fucking channel because it's not for you. Haircuts, animals. Another thing, spending time in your youth to get married and to find love. Total waste of fucking time. The amount of men who I know who are close in my age, who are young in their 20s, who are already in sexless marriages, who are sitting there with their fucking stupid wife sitting there wondering why she's bitching at him and all this shit because he's broke and he doesn't know what he's doing. When you look at all of the obligations that stem from that, what do you have to deal with? You got to deal with in-laws. You got to deal with hearing all of this bullshit conversation. You're going to have to deal with her family. You're going to have to deal with events. You're going to have to deal with Saturday morning instead of you waking up to kick ass and make more cash and do cool shit. Okay, you're going to have to deal with going on coffee dates and going and picking flowers and all this bullshit that you probably don't want to do anyways. I will let you in on a little secret. In 2023, okay, every woman is sexually liberated. They are having sex for free anyways. There is no need right now to go and spend 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 grand on a ring when she's getting fucked for free anyways. If you want to have some sex, right now, none of them are virgins anyways, go fuck for free anyways. Seriously. You're not going to get ahead or have a fulfilling life if you don't put time into the right areas, especially in your youth, especially in your 20s. You're going to be pissed off, okay? Let's just keep looking at this, okay? If you want to be rich, it's about what you don't do. I do not go to bullshit sporting. If you're the type of guy and you're sitting there worried about fucking video games, jerking off about fantasy football and all this shit, that makes no sense, no correlation, doesn't do anything for you other than give you mental masturbation. This is the exact reason why you'll get dumped and a guy like me will end up piping out your girl. I mean that in the nicest way possible. Like, I'm telling you this to help you get ahead. This is the exact reason. Like, she sees you don't put your time in the right spots. So the first aspect that I'm teaching you is force multiplier of leverage. Leverage. The highest leverage activity. The highest leverage activity that you can do to get ahead. I hope that this doesn't sound angry. I'm just fucking passionate about this because I see so many guys struggling. Leverage. Okay? The first force multiplier you can control is leverage. Well, what is the second force multiplier? What did I say earlier? Leverage times what? The thing I told you earlier was leverage times volume, okay? For those of you who are stupid, like me, for those of you who are not intelligent, like me, for those of you who are retarded, like me, you are going to have to put in more volume in an area than most guys, okay? I wasn't born with great genetics, but I'm going to let you in on a little secret. If you hit your chest day every week in a row for 400 fucking weeks in a row, and there's 52 weeks in a year, and for literally 8 years in a row, you don't miss a single body part, you're going to look strong as fuck. Volume. Those of you who want these perfect texting scripts and all of this bullshit, rest assured, if you just take time and you go and you approach women for the next 5 to 10 years, you're not worried about committing to any of them. You're just literally getting volume in. Volume. Those of you who think you're either born blessed in business or you're not, it doesn't work like that. Volume. So what does volume take? Well, volume takes dedication. Which means that every single day in life, you're probably not going to have nearly as much fun as these other losers who are worried about just living in the moment, okay, playing Xbox, all this bullshit. But you got to know this. They don't go to bed at night satisfied either. They're sitting there scratching their head, oh, why didn't God bless me? Why didn't the universe bless me with money? Well, and it's just like they're weak-minded. So like if you don't want to be a slave and a fucking loser, you have to understand this one aspect. It is force multiplier of leverage times volume. Volume is the amount of reps you put in. Like for those of you who suck with women, most of the times when I ask a guy, if you suck with women, how many chicks did you approach this fucking year? Most of the times it's 0. And here's another thing too. These girls that you think are getting hit on all the time are not getting hit on nearly as much as you think they are, unless they're complete 8, 9s, or 10s. Okay? Mid-level women, okay, 8s and below, 5 to 8 in that range for most of you guys should be approaching, because most of you guys are not going to be able to pull an 8, 9, or a fucking 10. You have to understand this one aspect. These girls aren't getting hit on as much as you think. So like I have 2 sisters, for example, they're a little bit younger than me. They have told me that there's some of their friends who have never been approached in their entire life in real life. Do you understand what a leg up that is? So most guys just don't put in volume. You don't put in volume in your business. You don't put in volume actually talking to women. So how the fuck do you expect to be good with women? You don't put in volume in the gym, or you don't put in volume with anything that you do to protect your body and your health. Why the fuck do you expect that you should understand any of this? But you want to sit there and jerk off to these fucking YouTube videos and read all these books. I did all of this. I read maybe a book a year if it's some information I actually need. Most of you just consume too fucking much and you don't go out in the real world and you don't actually do anything. This is the truth if you want to get ahead. Well, then what's the equation that's less? It's patience. Have patience that it will pay off, because it will in due time. God and the universe will bless those who are patient and who are diligently keep working. I believe that. You might not believe that. I don't give a fuck. You have to understand this. If you want to get ahead, if you're like, I'm a loser, I don't want to be a loser, I'm broke, I don't want to really be broke, I'm really shit with women, I don't want to be shit with women, okay, I don't want to have to sit there and wonder, is my girl cheating on me? I want to be able to like go out on a Saturday night and talk to a girl without looking like a dork and shitting my pants. What do I got to do? You got to do 3 things. That's it. 3 fucking things. Leverage. Highest ROI of time. Okay? Number 1. Number 2, volume. You have to put in the reps. And even if you fail, like if you fail, if for 800 weeks, if for 400 weeks in a row, which is 8 years, if some of the times you fail on the bench press rep, you got to go back and do it regardless. Even if you fail, if you get rejected on the approach, you have to keep talking to girls. It doesn't fucking matter. Highest leverage activity, volume, times patience equals you will be rewarded in this life. So here's what I did over the past couple weeks. I've been doing a lot of self-reflecting, a lot of self-thinking. And what I've been doing is I haven't been satisfied with the types of things that I have been thinking of, even for me when I serve you guys, I always think how can I actually help with the highest leverage activity thing that you can do. For most of you, you need to learn entrepreneurial mindsets and guidelines and business so you can make money. If you want a hot girl or a cute girl and you think that you can pull her back to your shitty fucking apartment with roommates, you're going to look stupid. The fact is most of you guys just don't work hard enough. And here's the fact is most guys today are so fucking lazy. They are literally so lazy that if you are able and willing to stick it out just even a little bit, you'll crush the competition in every way, shape, and form. There's no such thing as too saturated of a market. There's no such thing as the dating game's rigged and there's too many high-value dudes already. Most dudes are losers, out of shape, fat, smoking fucking weed, looking like dorks. If you choose to not do that, you'll scratch your head in like 3 to 6 months. You're like, oh, Casey, like I'm already getting success. Yeah, no shit. It's not supposed to be that hard and take that long. If I did all this by age like 24 and I'm 27 now, what do you think you can do? I didn't have me to learn from. You have me. Use it.